Picture a teenager, healthy, strong, with a perfect set of teeth. Now picture 4 adults holding that teenager down on the ground. One of them lifts a small stone and a sharpened wooden stick. They line the stick up against the kid's front tooth. And then, with one hard strike, they knock it out. No painkillers, no medicine, no accident. The tooth was perfectly healthy. They removed it on purpose. And the strangest part? The teenager wanted them to do it. This wasn't one tribe. This wasn't one bad day. People did this all over the world, for thousands of years. So before you call them primitive, ask yourself one question. Why would a human destroy part of their own body and call it an honor? The answer is hiding in your mouth right now. Here's the thing about teeth nobody really thinks about. Lose an adult tooth, and your body will never grow another. For almost all of human history, that was permanent damage. It changed how you ate, how you spoke, even how you looked. So knocking one out was not a small thing. It was enormous. And that is exactly the point. Hold on to it. Scientists even have a name for this practice. They call it dental ablation, the deliberate removal of healthy teeth, for no medical reason at all. And the evidence for it goes back a very, very long way. Archaeologists have found these altered skulls on nearly every continent. In Africa, some go back more than 15,000 years. Ancient hunter-gatherers in the Sahara did it. Aboriginal Australians did it for at least 4,000 years. Tribes across Sudan, Kenya, and Tanzania did it. Even the ancient Jomon people of Japan did it. At some Jomon sites, over 80% of adults were missing the same teeth. Not random teeth, the same teeth. Removed the same way. Different continents, different centuries. No contact between them. And yet, they all arrived at the very same strange idea. Take a hammer to your own face and treat it as something good. When humans on opposite ends of the earth invent the same ritual, it usually means it's solving the same deep human problem. So, what problem does a missing tooth actually solve? Here's where it gets clever. Almost too clever. Imagine you live in a small tribe of about 50 people. Your survival depends on one fragile thing: trust. Who is truly one of us? Who can we count on? Who shares food? Who fights? And who runs when it gets hard? In a world with no names on paper and no documents, how do you actually prove that you belong? Words are cheap. Anyone can say, "I'm loyal." A stranger can lie. An enemy can pretend. But pain cannot be faked. If you let the tribe knock out your tooth and didn't flinch, you proved something that words never could. You showed you'd pay a real, permanent price just to belong. Scientists call this idea costly signaling. The harder a signal is to fake, the more people trust it. And a tooth you can never get back? That's about as costly as it gets. Now, look at it from the tribe's side for a second. A spy could sneak in. A coward could pretend to be brave. But would they really let you smash out their teeth to keep the lie going? Probably not. The pain quietly filtered out everyone who wasn't fully committed. The gap in your smile became a badge that screamed, "I am one of you, forever, and I can prove it." It worked as a tribe ID, a rank, and a loyalty test, all at once. No other animal on Earth does anything like this. They don't wound themselves on purpose just to be accepted. Only one strange, social, status-obsessed species does that. And it goes deeper than just proving loyalty. A missing tooth didn't only say who you were loyal to, it announced who you now were. In many cultures, ablation marked a transformation. A child became an adult. A girl became a woman. You walked into the ritual as one person, and walked out as someone the whole tribe saw differently. The pain was the doorway. The scar was the proof you passed through it. Picture the night it finally happens. The fire is high. The entire tribe is watching. You are 14 years old. Your hands are shaking. The elders did this to themselves. So did their parents before them. There is no choice here that isn't really already made. To refuse is to stay a child forever. An outsider. No one. So you open your mouth. The wood is pressed against your tooth. The stone is raised. And in one burst of pain, your childhood ends. You don't scream. You can't. Everyone is watching. And when it's over, they look at you differently. You're not a kid anymore. You are one of them. And you'll carry that proof in your smile until the day you die. And belonging wasn't the only reason humans did this. In some cultures, the gap was simply considered beautiful, a mark of attraction, of status, of being desirable. In others, teeth were knocked out in grief, given up to mourn someone who had died. Some did it to drink, spit, or whistle in a particular sacred way. Some did it to look less like animals, and more like true humans. One body, one ritual. A dozen different meanings. But every single one comes back to the same root idea. Using the body to send a message the whole group can read. And here's the part that should give you a small chill. We never actually stopped doing this. We just quietly changed the tools. The tribe that once demanded a tooth is still here. It just wears different clothes now. Think about what we still do to our own bodies, by choice. We tattoo our skin permanently. It hurts. We pay for it. We pierce ears, lips, noses. We scar ourselves on purpose. Soldiers earn marks. Gangs demand them. Fans get them inked. We even wear braces for years to reshape the teeth they once smashed. Every one of these is the very same costly signal. Each one says the same ancient thing. Look what I was willing to go through. Now, you know I mean it. The teenager held down by the fire and the person in a tattoo chair today are running the exact same program. Pay a price the body can't hide. Prove that you belong. So were ancient humans primitive for knocking out their teeth? Or did they understand something about us we'd rather forget? That deep down, we don't really trust words. We trust what people are actually willing to suffer. We never truly wanted the tooth. We wanted the proof that sat behind it. And we still want it. Every single day. So next time you see a scar, a tattoo, or a gap in someone's smile, remember, you are not looking at decoration. You're looking at a message 15,000 years old. It says, I belong. I paid for it. And I'd do it all again. So what would you give up to belong? Let me know in the comments. Until then, see you soon.